Today we're going to do 12.5, which is talking about scatter plots. So let's just first get the definition down. And a scatter plot is just a graph that shows the relationship between two data sets. So there are going to be three different types of graphs today, and all of our graphs are going to be graphed on a coordinate plane in the first quadrant. And we're going to see ordered pairs graphed, but they're not going to make a straight line. So one that we might see when we graph looks like this. And notice that those dots are going upward. So this would be a positive relationship. Because as x increases, y increases. So another type of relationship that we could see is the opposite. So we could see as, in this next example, a negative relationship. And that's just as x increases, y decreases. And then the last one that we'll see will look like this. And this is no relationship. Because x and y are not increasing or decreasing within one another, so there's just no relationship. So let's look at this table of values. It's showing us that we have the number of bananas and the weight. And the first thing that we're going to do is graph the data in the table. So I'm going to start by labeling, and I'm going to put that x is the number of bananas, and our y is our weight. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to go up by 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So I'm just going to go in and I'm going to graph them. So I'm going to go 0, 0, 1, 5, 2, 8, 3, 14, 4, 17, and 5, 20. So you're going to see that here, if we're looking at it, this would have a positive relationship because as x is getting bigger, y is also getting bigger. So the next thing that we're going to have to do is we need to draw a straight line, the best that we think, with the points. So we're not going to connect all the points because they don't make a straight line. And if you're using a coordinate plane, this is going to be way easier to see what you're going to get for your homework tonight. But you're going to pick two ordered pairs. So I'm going to pick 0, 0, and I'm going to pick 3, 14. And you could pick other ones, but I'm going to take those two, and using a straight edge, so you can use a ruler, you can use the side of a piece of paper. I'm just going to connect these 2 points on a line. And you're going to see that the other ordered pairs either fall below or above it. And we want to make a line where the same number falls above as below. So I could have picked 417, and maybe that would have given me a little bit more of an accurate line. But again, we just want to have the same number fall above as below, or as best as we can. So that's my line of best fit. That's what we would call this blue line right here. Line of best fit. So the next thing I want to do is I want to write an equation for that line. So I use the points 0, 0 and 3, 14. So I'm just going to find slope. 14 minus 0 over 3 minus 0, which equals 14 divided by 3. Which, if I round this, or if I actually divide it out, I'm just going to say that that's 4.7. So now I'm going to take a point. This is actually my y-intercept, and I'm going to write my equation of y equals 4.7x plus 0, or y just equals 4.7x. So this would be the equation of the line of best fit. The last thing that I want to do is I want to estimate. So I want to know if I gave you 10 bananas, what would the weight be? So if we look here, we said that number of bananas was X and weight was Y. So I'm going to take the equation that we created and I'm just going to plug in 10 for X. So I'm going to say Y equals 4.7 times 10. And we end up getting Y equals 47 pounds. So 10 bananas would weigh around 47 ounces. Sorry, not pounds. We're going to do ounces. That wouldn't make sense. So 47 ounces. So today what you're going to have to be doing is you're going to be graphing, you're going to be finding your slope, your equation, and then plugging in. So what I want you to do right now is turn to page 333 in your record and practice journal. So go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so it says you've been working on a science project for 8 months. Each month you have measured the length of a baby alligator. So I would like for you and your table group to graph the data points into the coordinate plane. So go ahead and pause the video and do that now. So when you finish, it should look something like this. So part B says draw the straight line that you think best approximates the points. So when you do this, again, you want the same number above the line as below the line. So pick 2 ordered pairs. So I'm going to pick 0, 22, and if they give you the y-intercept, I would always pick that one. And then I'm going to pick 4, 26. And again, you could pick any other one that you want. I just see that that's a whole number, so that's why I'm picking that one. So then with my straight edge, I'm going to connect those and make a straight line. So notice some of my lines or some of my data points are above the line of best fit and some are below. So then in C it says write an equation of the line that you drew. So since I use these 2 ordered pairs, I'm going to find slope. So go ahead and pause the video and find slope with your group. So you should have found a slope of 1. So now if we want to write an equation, we have our M and we already have our B. So our equation is just y equals 1x plus 22. So then it says use the equation to predict the alligator's length next September. So that would be a year later. So since we're doing the number of months, our x would be 12. And if I go back here, I should have labeled my ordered pair, or excuse me, my table of month and length. Let's see if I can get it to fit. Month and length. So I'm just going to do y equals 1 times 12 plus 22. So y equals 34. So in about a year, it will be 34 inches long. I now want you to look at page 336 in your record and practice journal. And I want to look at number 4. So number 4 says the scatter plot shows the participation in a bowling league over 8 years. And they already have it graphed with it labeled and the ordered pairs plotted. So all we're going to do is pull out information from here. So in A it says about how many people were in the league in 2004. Go ahead and figure out that number with your group now. So if you look, it's a little bit above 15 and closer to 15 than 20. So if you said 16 to 17 people, that I would accept. Let's try B. Describe the relationship shown by the data. So go ahead and try that with your group. Would we have a positive, negative, or no relationship? So you should have said positive. And we would have a positive relationship because as the years increase, the number of participants or the number of people also increases. So your homework tonight is going to be similar to these two problems, and we're going to do more in class tomorrow. So I want you to try to do your homework, which is page 641, number 3 through 14 all. There is no answer key on Endline or on Big Ideas because everybody's answers are going to be a little different. So I want you to go ahead and use the rest of the period to either work on test corrections or to try the homework together as a group. And I will see you in the morning if you would like to come in for any extra help. You need to have your test retake. You need to do your test retake either Thursday or Friday. Have a good rest of your day.